First of all, we better check this isn't another reskin Thundercats game. Yes, Bombjack 2, a game I absolutely love on the Amstrad CPC, not as good on the other systems, was originally intended as a Thundercats game. So is Mighty Bombjack another attempt by Elite to reskin something else and get more out of the Bombjack license? No, apparently it originated on the Nintendo Entertainment System and was later ported to the arcade, Amiga, Atari ST and the C64. And it is a true successor to the original Bombjack game, unlike Bombjack 2. We'll start off on the Amiga. So plinky plonk music. And there's Bombjack, and it's looking familiar. Collect the bombs, but now you have these treasure chests, which you jump up and down on twice to release what's inside them. Coins or these tokens. Now collect the tokens, and it can change colour to blue, orange, I think, and green. Blue allows you to open certain chests that you can't open otherwise. Orange allows you just to touch the chests from the side to open them. And green allows you to do all those things. Oh, I've died. Because, like Bombjack, things have spawned in the middle of nowhere. Over to the ST. Yeah, green kills everything on the screen or turns them into tokens for a limited time. And lets you do all the other things. But unlike the original Bombjack, you can just ignore the bombs on these screens. The chests are more important, and getting to the end of the level. And again, I've been killed by something spawning out of nowhere. This is a theme with Mighty Bombjack. And it's hard to think these people who designed the game haven't seen Mario and gone, yes, jumping on things is fun, apparently, and therefore we'll have Bombjack jumping on the chest. Although, isn't his name actually Jack, who collected bombs? Possibly? Anyway, he's now called Bombjack in this game. And apologies, I do have a cold, so I do sound a bit nasal. More nasal. Let's avoid those clouds. Yeah, the baddies do the same annoying things they do in the original Bombjack. That they home in on you and... Oh, if I can touch that, that will turn everything into tokens. There we go. I say tokens. Gold coins. Gold coins. Oh, yeah, just get out of the way. They don't last long. But yeah, the bombs on these screens aren't important. Each level consists of at least... Actually, usually one zone like this that scrolls left and right or up and down. And then a room at the end of the level, which is just essentially like normal Bombjack, where you have to collect all the bombs. There's also a timer. Here we go. This is the room that's normal Bombjack, so you know how this works. Jump up, control your descent with the fire button if you need to. The bonus token is going around. What we really want is a token that kills all the baddies. The baddies home in on you, so use the platforms to keep them out your way. ST version suffers from a little bit of slowdown. Oh, no, I needed the exit there. I needed the exit there. Can I... Oh. Jump up, jump up. Oh, I've done it wrong. 64 version. There is no Amstrad and Spectrum versions, despite what the internet might try and tell you. Don't even know why they didn't come out. I couldn't immediately find anything when I looked. Nothing on the games that weren't. Seems odd for the time. This is far better on the C64. It feels more like a C64 game. I've died. Even if the music is appalling. Plinky plonk, plinky plonk, plinky plonk. I mean, really? All on one channel. It's just terrible. Who? It sounds like music from 1983 or something. I know I use 1983 as an example all the time, but I mean, it's more like a C16 tune or something. It's really bad. I'm green now, so I can do everything. Right, here we go. Now these screens on the 64 are much easier because you will always be given a bonus that turns everything on all the enemies on the screen into coins. There you go, it gave me another one there. I've had 2 of them on this level. It's like they decided on the 64 the bonus screens were too hard, so they just throw these extra power-ups at you. There is a time at the top there that shows you how long you have to complete the level. It's never a problem. It is never a problem, and it shows you how many tokens you have. So you have to hold down the fire button once for blue, twice for orange, 3 times to turn yourself green. Right, is that an exit there? No, it's a bonus room. And you lose your power up when you go into one of these rooms. Now, the game apparently has punishment rooms when you collect too many tokens or have too much time. But I haven't seen that. There you go, I had to turn blue in order to open that chest. The chests are subtly different. They have subtly different designs. Although I think on the NES they are actually different colours to help differentiate them. And while the 16-colour graphics on the ST are nice, it's still very dull. And Amiga owners will be looking at their version going, yeah, it's the same as the ST, isn't it? And the answer is, pretty much. So on to level 3. I hate the way the baddies spawn out of nowhere and will instantly kill you. I also hate the way that the power-up tokens become harder to get very quickly as the game progresses. They're around, but you'll end up having to... It's gone slow down all of a sudden. They're around, but you end up having to double back on yourself on the level. And the problem with that is you need to keep moving because the screen will just fill up with spawning baddies. If you keep moving forward, you don't see so many baddies. Also, if the baddies go off the screen, they disappear, which can be useful to you. The game just forgets they're there. I'm getting trapped down here now. How do I get out of this? Yeah, avoid small corners. Can I get out of there? Can I get out of here? No. I can't get past that box there because... treasure chest there because I'm not the right colour. I don't have enough tokens. Back to the 64. Oh, look at the speed. It's much better on the 64. Zap gave this 78% and praised the fact it was a single load game. Yet no multi-load on the 64. Zap gave the Amiga version 63%. ChinnyVision 50% on the Amiga. Amiga format 60%. And Amiga Computing gave that version 80%. So a bit of dissent there from Amiga Computing. I don't think it's an 80% game, do you, on the Amiga? On the 64, some of the baddies can cross through the scenery, which is annoying. They will spawn in it as well. Now watch out for those yellow bits because they are lethal like that. You only find out by the time you've actually landed on them because they're not animated. You think if it's supposed to be fire, they would have animated that, but no, apparently not. This whole having to jump up and down on things the entire time as well is annoying. Just, why can't it just be once? The whole power-up thing is completely superfluous. And look, fire on the Amiga here is actually grey. No excuse on the Amiga. None. You've got the colours available. And look, although the fire up there is kind of red. Kind of. It's got a red outline. They've tried to jazz up the music on the Amiga, but it's still dire. I like games where you have to climb up the level like this, but this doesn't really do it for me. If you press fire to jump, you jump a certain distance. If you hold up... See, I died there. Apparently that was lethal. If you hold up, you jump further. And you press fire and you slow down as you're coming down. It takes a little bit of getting used to. And you often accidentally fire off the power-ups by mistake. Just by holding the fire button down for a fraction of a second too long. Back to the ST. So you can see how similar they look, just crossing between them. No, I can't open that one, and I've got no tokens to activate myself and turn myself into blue. Right, that's the... Alright, so this level's multi-part. No, can't open that one. Could go down there and try and open that chest, but the danger is it's a confined space and a load of baddies will spawn on top of you. So the best thing to do is just keep moving. Just keep moving. I've messed up here. I'm going to die. Oh, no. You have to just keep moving. Get each level completed as quickly as possible. There's no point trying to play the game properly. There's no reward for trying to play the game properly. Now, you might argue in a game like Sonic, you can do speed runs. When's the power-up coming? When's the power-up coming? There you go, there's the power-up that I don't actually need, but hey, I've got the power-up to kill the baddie. Takes all the challenge out of these bomb room screens on the C64. I don't mind a power-up, but every single time is annoying. Sonic is a game where you can do speed runs or you can play it properly and get all the rings. This doesn't feel like that. This just feels rather ill thought out. They've taken Bombjack, added on as much as possible, without really thinking too much about the game mechanic. Oh, no, I didn't. The up on the joystick didn't register. Come on, register, register, register. There we go. Right. Another baddie spawning in the scenery. So you should be able to use the scenery to protect yourself from the baddies, and yet we've got birds and things spawning in the middle of them and working their way out. There's no incentive to collect the bombs. I can't see what it is. Perhaps there is one. Perhaps you collect them all in an order and you get a power-up or something. But so far, I've felt no need to collect them unless they're in my way. Treasure chests are important because they've potentially got power-ups in them. They're like tokens like that. Accidentally... There you go. See, I accidentally activated the blue power-up there just by holding down fire a fraction too long. It just doesn't gel. Oh, no, 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 no. Back to the ST. Again, time limits are useful in the arcade, but here, I'm always suspicious of games like Renegade that have time limits on the home versions that it's designed to get you off the machine. And it just makes the whole thing unfortunate. And in the case of Bombjack, the time limits are so long, they don't actually matter. Whereas I was playing Renegade the other night, and the time limits are so tight, it's thinking, why? The game's hard enough already. Why are you adding time limits on here? You don't necessarily need to be 100% authentic to the arcade when you port games. And again, on this level, you can, if you want to, collect the bombs in order for a challenge. But it is just a challenge. It's not... I don't see the point of it. It's just completely... Oh, can I get out? Now the power-up appears. Round 7 done on the ST. And on to round 8, and lots more confined spaces, meaning that I don't want to hang around. On the Amiga, that could have a beautifully gradiated background here. But no, we just have this pixely mess. Oh, can I make it? I'm jumping. I say jumping, pressing fire just to make the gap. Oh, can't do it there. Jump up and through into the bomb room. Oh, avoid the... I mean, I do like the character of some of these little sprites. You've got the little mummies there, and you've got the... We haven't got one on the screen at the moment, but you've got the little skull thing that reminds me of Boney from Trapdoor. Imagine Willie Rushton voicing that. This what's that, a teddy bear or a bee or a hamburger with eyes and ears? Don't know. And the bird from the original Bombjack game. And they're all very nicely done, and they look kind of almost like, not quite 3D rendering, but the skull and the bird have got depth to them in a way you don't see on games of this era. So again, we're jumping up. And the Bombjack sprite has plenty of character about him as well. Oh, you see those things down there are lethal, and can I get me? I can't not touch it. Why did I get ambitious there and try and collect bombs I don't need to collect? Back onto the C64, which is an audio nightmare. Right. Oh, apparently that's lethal. Apparently the ground is lethal. Thank you. I'm having to turn the audio down because this is going right through me. I mean, rarely has the SID chip sounded so bad. Jumping up on the clouds. At least don't sink through them like the Dizzy games. I hate that. Yeah, we've got something that's difficult to do, we've made it harder. And through we go to the next level. And it's more of the same. Speaking of which, if you like more of the same, there's ChinnyVision 2, which is the secondary channel of ChinnyVision. Less polished videos and more random subjects. Details in the description below, or just search for ChinnyVision 2. That'll probably turn it all up. So over to the Amiga. Oh, the Amiga version could look so good. There's some copper effects in the background, but it's such a minimal effort thing. There's Boney. Try and get away from Boney. Where's the exit for this level? I think this is level 15 now. There's 16 levels to the game, I think. Where's the exit gone? I think it's down the bottom. So, I thought there were 16 levels, but on the C64 we are carrying on. This is level 17, but it seems rather familiar. And what seems to happen on the 64 is there's a lot of level reuse before you get to level 16, and then all parts of level reuse, and then you get to level 16 and you seem to be playing levels you've already seen. How long this goes on for, I don't know. Mighty Bombjack, well, there's certainly nothing mighty about it. For my money, the better Bombjack sequel is Bombjack 2, specifically on the Amstrad, which is a game I adore, even if it is Thundercats and it's more about pushing baddies off of platforms than collecting bombs. In fact, there aren't bombs in the game. C64 version is the best of a bad lot here, really. It's a game more suited to the platform, and they've addressed some of the issues with some of those bomb rooms being a little bit difficult on the 16-bit by giving you power-ups to defeat the baddies. Although, by doing that, they've made it far too easy in those sections. The tune is horrible, the graphics are passable, it is a single load. I'd argue Zap was slightly generous with 78%. But if you like the original Bombjack, and of course you don't have the quality of the Amstrad version of Bombjack 2 on your system, then it's something you might enjoy for a limited time. 16-bit versions, well, let's start with the good points. I do like some of those baddie graphics. They're full of character and have a certain amount of 3D depth to them. However, they both have weak soundtracks. The ST version slows down, and just the spawning of the baddies on all the 3 versions is just unfair. There's no point to having bombs in the game. It's all about just getting to the end of the level, because if you hang around you can have too many baddies around you. Most of this stuff I can't blame on Elite. It's down to the original game, which is a shame because there was an opportunity to do an update of a classic arcade game, and I'm afraid that original version, and hence all the conversions, absolutely botches it.